Edgar was in there. I don't know if he still is.
About as ghetto as it gets. Of course, as soon as I fill out my fucking notice to vacate, everything goes to shit. So now the AC's been out, internet's been out. Next will be my fucking water. Waiting for that.
Yeah, no, it's when it rains, it pours. But at least you aren't a homeowner. You don't have to pay for any of this shit. I had a year, my hot water tank and my furnace went out at the same time. So that was super
Oof.
sick.
Yeah. That's kind of why I always, I was in like, oh, I want to buy a house mood this spring. But then the more I think about it and watch YouTube videos on finance and stuff, like a lot of times it makes sense when the interest rates are so high. Just to rent and invest in the market, you actually make more than you would put money in the house anyway.
Yeah, no, it's definitely if shit goes wrong, like you need a new roof or something. Fuck.
Well, they say if
Nice.
the interest rate's under 5%, you come out on top buying the house. If it's over
Yeah.
5%, you actually come out on top running. So right
Yeah,
now it's like
no.
7. So
I locked my rate in like right as COVID started popping off, so I'm under 5.
yeah, yeah. So then it makes sense. But you're paying so much interest. I think on a $350,000 house right now, you'd be paying like 650K in total cost because of the interest. Maybe 600 in just interest. I don't remember. It's something fucking obnoxious.
No, that's
It takes you
actually kind of absurd.
Yeah, like the way it's set up right now, like the interest rate's so high that if you made the minimum payments, you wouldn't even touch your principal for 20 years.
Yeah, no, that's yeah,
In the 30-year
it's
loan.
like 15 years typically.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
Well,
doing
let's
right
see.
now. I'm early enough in. I'm literally just paying interest every single month.
Colton's fucking, oh, let me go eat real quick. I'm like, dude, it starts at 7. Like, I'm not waiting. He'll pop on in a minute. Actually, let me see. I could step on my phone. Yeah, I sent him the link, so it should be the same link. Anybody ask any questions yet?
Like to stick around and contribute to the chat more, but I got legs to hit. Oh yeah, go hit legs. How goes the client onboarding run? Finally, fully booked yet? No, not fully booked. Getting close. There'll be a lot more spots that open up when I eventually go full time, which, you know, with a little bit more consistency in the coaching schedule, definitely seems like a pretty soon possibility. So
I don't know how to see the chat on this. Hmm. If I can bring up the YouTube without screwing it up completely. Probably not. Yeah, you can't put. Yeah, if there's a question, I guess just read it out loud if you want my input because I can't pull anything up.
I'll keep an eye on the chat and I'll read out everything that comes across.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't know if it lets you do what I used to do, where I used to pull it up and put it on the screen.
I don't know if I have
You don't,
options like that.
may not be able to unless you're host.
Are you getting the feedback from my fan again or no?
I can hear it, but I mean,
Is
it's
it
I don't have my
bad?
headset on, so it doesn't
Okay.
sound as bad. But I don't have my headset on either, which I fucking actually clutched up. I forgot they give you replacement pads for your hyperclouds. I found the
Yeah.
box as I was unpacking, so I replaced them with the felt ones instead.
Yeah.
And we were
That
talking
was
last week about how
nice,
they're
like
falling apart.
sticky on my face.
Yeah, I like the leather ones better, but they were just falling apart. I had black shit all over me.
Oh yeah, the fake leather starts falling apart.
Yeah. Same thing with my gym headphones. I should just get the fucking heavies, but they're the
A
ones
lot of
for
people
metal
were
music.
recommending those to me. I asked my story. I was like, "What headphones should I get?" Um, I ended up just getting the Power Beats too. They're actually exactly what I need because all that shit always falls out of my ears. Like every time I'm lifting, like the in ear buds, they just fall out of my ears. But the Power Beats have the little tail on them that holds them in.
Oh, the heavies, no, the heavies are over ear, but they're
Over
pretty
ear.
bulky. But they have
What am
some
I
big
thinking?
drivers in them. Yeah, they're meant for like metal music, so you can hear all the instruments.
Yeah, no, I would
That's the one
definitely be
complaint
losing
people
track
have.
of over the ear ones. They'd fall off. I guarantee it.
Yeah, because I have my earbuds that I usually use for cardio, and then I always like my over the ear ones because I mean they sound better and they drown everything out. But I sweat so much, I'll literally get like fucking pimples behind my ear and shit just from
Yeah.
rubbing on them and sweating so
Yep.
bad. So when I do cardio, I put in the earbuds.
Thank you, Edgar. He said nice, dude. So yeah, we're
Yeah, I'm
working
just,
on it. We're building. We're building. It's been coaching for a year, a little over a year, like for fitness because I've coached like football and stuff before. But in the past 2 months, it's obviously taken off quite a bit more.
yeah. I'm in a weird stretch where I don't have any book calls, which is fucking weird. Like I didn't even know what to do with myself today. I was thinking about fucking playing video games, but dealing with the internet and shit, I was like, eh. It's also a rabbit hole. I know if I start fucking playing, I'm gonna get sucked into it, and then I'll get way behind in everything else
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah, no, I don't really even play anymore. I went from playing Rocket League like 15 hours a week to doing all the coaching stuff 15 hours a week, and it's a good trade off.
Yeah, I could probably finish Ratchet and Clank and then call it good. I'm on like one of the last levels on that. I
Ratchet
got
and
it on
Clank: A
the
Rift
new one.
Apart.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I platinumed all the old ones on PlayStation. I just got the one on PC when it came out. I wasn't gonna buy a PS5 for it. It is cool
No,
how they did
that's
the levels like seamlessly with the SSD on it.
yeah. No, I played it when I got my PS5. It's a really fun game. It's just
Yeah,
fun.
they all are honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've loved all those games. I mean, Up Your Arsenal's my favorite, obviously, but they haven't touched multiplayer since then either. Because we used to play multiplayer all the time.
Edgar said Expedition 33, and then you won't want to play anything else for a few months. That's what MGS5 did to me. I haven't played Expedition 33. Don't have the time for that right now. But Metal Gear 5, like that game left me broken for a little bit.
Yeah, I have it downloaded on my Steam. I got it for free, I think. Metal Gear Solid 5. I just haven't.
That's fantastic. It's a huge time sink
I
though.
don't
Like
know.
50-hour campaign easily.
Yeah, I mean, Elden Ring. I stopped at fucking Melania and Malekith, so I'm right at the end. But I already put like 160 hours into Elden Ring.
Yeah,
But you put it down on that pyramid,
I
you're
don't do
just
the
getting
Soulsborne games.
shit.
What's up, Golden?
Uh,
Yeah, Metal
so
Gear Solid 5, easily my top 10.
yeah, I played part of 4. Then I downloaded 5. My brothers have played all the early ones. I just never went back to them.
Oh yeah, my older brother's played all of them. He's a little hyper fixated on Metal Gear.
Well, it's funny. I was actually packing up my trunk. Like, I had this big trunk that's just full of games and game systems, and just looking at that thing, I'm like, this thing's got to be at least 100 pounds. There's probably close to 200 games in there, and then I put 3 game systems in it. I'm like, when I go to move this fucking thing, I'm going to need to make sure that like everything's out of the way. It's probably going to be the heaviest item I have to move. It's fucking terrible. But I've only sold one game ever, and that was fucking Destiny because that game fucking sucks balls.
Pause. I think
Destiny on launch was one of the worst games I've ever played in my life.
at
I know it
launch.
got
I
way
mean, it
better over
got better.
time.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to
Yeah, a
play a
fucking year
game.
later.
It's hard to play a game that's so focused on like an end game grind and getting loot when there's no end
There was
game
no end game,
and loot. Yeah. But I
and there was
think
no story either. It was like, congrats, you beat the darkness. I'm like, what the fuck was the darkness? I never even found out what the hell it was. Like,
combined, I have over 2,000 hours in Destiny 1 and 2.
yeah, I heard it got a lot better after the Nameless King or whatever, like a year later. But I'm like, by then I'd already traded in, bought Shadow of Mordor, and had way more fun with Shadow of
Shadow of
Mordor.
Mordor is sick. EA has a copyright
Shadow
on
Shadow
the
of War.
Nemesis.
Yeah,
On the Nemesis
Shadow of War was
systems,
even
which is super
cooler.
sad. But
Did you
yeah, no,
did you play
Destiny.
Shadow of War?
Yeah, well, yeah, I played Shadow of Mordor. I don't
Shadow
know
of War
which.
is even cooler.
I don't know. I don't think I played that one.
Yeah, that's the second one. So you get to
Second one.
recruit like your own army of orcs and like lay assaults on other forts and castles and shit.
You have to team up
So
with
you can
the
like plan
orcs.
your yeah. So you brand them, and then you have your own warlords and shit, and then you'll like
Uh,
go assault their castle,
okay, yeah, yeah.
and like you'll fight your way into the stronghold room. The stronghold room, they have their high level orcs. They have like the fucking warlord, and then he's surrounded by his generals too, and then you got to fight all the generals before you can fight him, and then you got to try to do it in like a certain amount of time, like kill them all, and then fucking brand him too if you want to recruit him or kill him to take over the fort.
This shit's making me want to play video games again.
And then they're all procedurally generated too, so you'll have some like really high level ones and really high level orcs you want to brand and bring to yourself. Some are like fucking really really hard like to do because they have like they'll have like some that are archers long distance, then you got some that are really quick, and then you'll have the big fucking guys coming in too. So you're trying to like balance all of them.
Yeah, no, it's a shame that they have a copyright on that system because the Nemesis system's fucking badass, but nobody else is allowed to use it.
And they don't. The thing is, they don't use it. They use it for those games
Not gonna
once
make-
every
yeah, they're
5
not gonna do
years.
anything with it, yeah.
Can Colton Harris?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, I was just getting my internet situated.
Well, at least you have internet.
Yeah,
Yeah, no kidding.
Getting,
And air conditioning.
yeah. You don't have air conditioning? What the fuck?
No, I got it turned on yesterday after 10
Oh,
days.
okay,
finally.
that's good. You're not living
That's
without
disgusting.
air and fucking internet.
Yeah,
at the
it
same
was
time.
fucking 83 in here the other day. Not fun.
You're living like a hobo, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, as soon as I handed in my my apartment agreement to leave, everything just went shit.
That's not.
I was telling Garrett next is gonna be on fucking water.
Yeah, no, yeah. Sequentially, they'll all go out.
Yeah. Yeah, Edgar just mentioned Expedition 33. It's so true.
I know
That
that
game
you were
is,
ripping on it, yeah.
it's fucking legit, bro. It is like, oh my god. It'll make you cry if you ain't careful. That game's so good. One of the only experiences that I've like truly felt super connected with since like Xbox 360 era games. Crazy good.
That's a big claim.
I swear to
the
God,
only
it's
games
real too. It's so good.
It's just,
The only games that made me feel really bad was Metro 2033 and
was-
Shadow of the Colossus.
Metro 2033 was really good. That was hardcore. I wish.
And especially if you don't know what's coming at the end and you don't realize what your actions did. They're like, oh, I just committed genocide, sick, and you're just fucking
Yeah.
locked into it. You can't do anything. Like,
it sounds legit.
like, oh fuck.
Oops,
there's a whole hidden system they don't tell you about, and then you find out if you made the right decisions or not at the end when you go to hit the button.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Edgar said Borderlands 4 with the boys in September. Won't
Yeah,
be
for
playing
sure.
that.
That's fucking
Border-
dangerous.
Borderlands 3 was kind of ass, not gonna lie.
It was. I have the hopes for Borderland 4 though. I gotta say it's quite high just because of the nostalgia factor. That's the only reason I'm looking forward to it.
I played
I haven't watched anything.
the first two a shit ton, and then the third one
Yeah.
came out, and I was hyped for it. And then like you get on there, and the
Yeah.
bad guys are like Twitch streamers. I'm like, what
Yeah,
the
it's like
fuck are we
weird
doing?
teenage cringe
Yeah,
commentary. It's like, what the fuck's happening? This is like, who wrote this? This is retarded.
yeah.
Actually, the gameplay of 3 was better than 2, in my opinion. But yeah, the story
Well, the
fucking
gameplay
sucked.
upgrades, but the story was ass. Like Handsome Jack is badass. Like that's a cool villain. Like he was gonna kill.
You,
fucking
you can't just
everybody.
keep recycling them over and over again.
I
though.
don't.
That's the
Yeah, you
problem.
can. Yeah, you can. You absolutely can. Have-
But they've already abused the shit out of it.
Have you ever played a Mario game? Who's the bad guy?
Yeah.
Bowser. Like, they're all
True.
good.
Fair point. Fucking fair point.
Yeah, their biggest mistake was killing them off right away in 2.
Yeah, no, it's
Just-
he's a
The
very
big
good
problem
bad guy.
too is like when they try to forcefully insert like like this is not sexist or anything, but powerful female characters. It just bugs me, dude. It just like in no
Well,
world
yeah,
is
and then-
actually reality, you know. And then I don't think other girls care either. Like they really don't, you know.
It's super annoying.
Right.
Some of the SGW shit, like they don't name them the midgets anymore and stuff, and you can tell they're trying to be
Yeah.
a little more politically correct with the humor. Where the first game they didn't give a fuck; they just let it fly.
Yeah, they just
That's
it
what
was
made
like
the first game
actually
hilarious.
it was raunchy humor, you know. It was
Yeah.
like good fucking humor. Now it's like always the dumb. It's just so dumb now. It's like I don't know if you guys are into Elden Ring, but like Elden Ring Night Rain came out that multiplayer version, and it's I love that shit. And they have like 2 female characters, and they do it right. There's no commentary. They're just like badass. They like they look sick. They're sexy as fuck, and like it's cool.
Even
But when you put a bitch who's got like purple hair and then makes all these cheeky remarks about how she's so smarter than everybody else, and it's just like, why, dude? Like,
well,
your audience.
even in Borderlands, you had what was the chick's name? The The little girl
Maya
that
was
like
fine in one,
obsessed.
too.
That was like obsessed
Yeah.
with
Oh, she was
exploding
annoying as
shit.
fuck.
Yeah, I can't
Well, it's
remember her
like-
name,
Oh
but
no, Tiny Tina was
She was
hilarious.
well
yeah.
written.
Oh, I
You have
liked her.
Moxie, well written, and
Yeah.
it's like they're just good characters, and they're not like I'm a girl, so I can do this too.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you don't have to put that in there. Like just make them
right.
cool, and then we'll
That's
all
all.
move
Yeah,
And
on.
it's
that
all
the
you need to
little
do.
edgelord girl,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that little edgelord girl in 3 was fucking annoying. I forget what her name
Well,
was.
they always do it.
Um,
And they're like, I could do it just like the boys. Nobody said you couldn't, dog. You know, you
Mhm.
don't have to bring it up. Thank you.
What was the commander in Halo 3? Commander Reeves or something? The female commander who fuck, what is her name?
I think I
I
was
can't
too locked
remember.
in on Cortana to
Yeah,
remember anybody
shame, me
else
too,
in the
dude. That was a
game.
crazy time. But she was like the commander of the ship and shit. But that wasn't weird. Like the writing
Right.
was very.
Yeah.
It was like, oh shit, there's Master Chief. Like respect. It wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh, I bet I could do what you could do. It's probably super fucking easy.
Well,
Or some
that's
stupid
what's
shit.
funny. There's like one. If you've played Space Marine 2 yet, in the
Yeah.
campaign, there's like one female that has lines. She's a
Yes.
captain, so she's in charge of everybody. But the first thing she does in the game is bows down to Titus.
Yeah, yeah.
And I forget
It's-
what she says, but yeah, it's
it's
like
some-
okay, yeah,
yeah.
there you go. They
Yeah,
did that
it's
on
like-
purpose.
That's how it should put woman in power, but like she understands that she's not the fucking main character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of shit
And
I
yeah, the
need.
Master Chief. He's literally the Master Chief. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
To be like,
It's like,
this
you
is
can't
my
top
flight
that.
deck. Like no. shit.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, it's like get the fuck out of here.
It's like you realize this man
Or
flew
even
and
the-
went through space by hand.
Even the
and
writing
loaded it
and-
into a ship. Like
Yeah, so insane.
Even the writing, like The Last of Us 1, like you had Bill and Ellie, they were both gay, but they didn't like
Oh.
make the whole game about it. It was just part of it. But then part 2, it was like
Part
they
2
had
is
to like force all this shit into it.
So
Like-
Like
distracting.
the whole island part of it ruined it for me. I'm like, this should have been a DLC out of the way. You don't fucking get up to the crescendo with Abby and Ellie, and then we go do some side quests because trans rights or whatever for
I
fucking
stopped
5
playing
hours.
the
Like,
second
what the
one.
fuck? Like, I
I
don't
stopped playing the second one
like
halfway through.
like if they remove that section, like I feel like the game just flows so much better. 'Cause you get to this big fucking point, and then you just go take a side quest. It's like, come on.
Did we mention that we're lesbians? Like yeah, several
Yeah.
times actually.
Actually, everyone.
Yeah,
knew.
I mean, you already knew that too, and left behind.
Yep.
But like
we
even
saw
Bill,
it.
I mean, Bill was gay, but it was like Ellie making jokes about his Playgirl magazines and the sticky pages and shit, and he never like it. Bill was fucking one of my favorite characters, but that wasn't his personality. Like it wasn't.
It
everything
doesn't.
that
It
revolved
doesn't
around
have
it.
to be the whole point of their character. It's
Right.
like
It could be a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like it's that's the thing, right? Is like they make it the whole fucking point.
that's not a real human.
No,
No,
yeah, exactly.
It's literally
Like
the
if-
same thing in real life. You have the people that you're gay, lesbian, whatever, and then you have the people that make it their personality.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the annoying part.
Yeah,
Nobody really cares.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Bill just cared about protecting his town and fucking up zombies, and Frank was part of it. But even in the show, they took it a little too far. I feel like it was a good episode, but I feel like they took it too far and made it too much about the love story. Whereas Bill was just a paranoid dickhead that just didn't want anybody in his fucking house, essentially,
Yeah,
in the middle of the apocalypse. So
exactly. That's how it should be. It's just like you keep them. It's just like it doesn't have to be the feature of the character. Like there could be so much more depth, and all they're belittled to is like I'm gay.
Yeah, it's never
Fucking great.
it's never a well developed character when that's
No.
like the cornerstone of the personality.
Never. Yeah.
I mean, you could even argue Kratos in the first couple God of Wars, where it's just about I want to kill everybody, was kind of a little shallow too. And the
But
newer
that
games, they
show's
fleshed
dope,
him out a
dude.
lot more.
A little shallow, but at least that's like fucking hell yeah. I'm not
That
gonna
was
get
hardcore. That
I'm
shit
not
was
gonna-
metal as fuck.
I'm not gonna get hyped like that about banging dudes.
No,
I'm just
yeah.
not gonna do it.
No,
But-
but that was also
yeah.
a different era. They didn't have the
Killing-
hardware to write the fleshed out stories and shit back then.
Bro,
No,
I
it
still
wasn't about
listen
the
to
story,
like
it was about killing gods.
yeah, it was literally about murdering.
Yeah.
I listen to that motherfucker's quotes when I'm working out, like some epic music behind it and his quotes, bro. Shit fucking fires me up, dude.
Did you
Oh, yeah.
guys see Jordan Peters posted one of his gym playlists, and honestly, it was the hardest shit I've ever seen. It was literally just like Hans Zimmer sound
Yeah,
effects. I
yeah.
was like, that's fucking mental. I love that.
It's so
I actually
sick.
tried it out. I'm like, it's intense.
It's and then fucking what's his name? Jesus Christ, hold on. The other English guy that works out with him quite a bit.
I don't
Um,
know.
He's bald. You definitely know. I'm just spacing on his
A
name.
lot of ball guys.
A bald bodybuilder?
James, yeah, right. James, fuck, why isn't he? Hollingstead, James Hollingstead. He listens to the Lion King, fucking, the Lion King soundtrack. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. That's like psychopathic level of fucking derangement.
I listen to fucking K-pop, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's something interesting.
I'm releasing an upper lower program soon, and in the intro where I explain like how to work out, it says on the week before the deload, like you have to listen to a K-pop playlist because every set is 0 RIR, and
yeah,
it's like 30 sets. Like you got to put on the K-pop, or you're not going to be able to get through it.
It's fucking sick. It's the ultimate path.
We have any bodybuilding questions? Because I was getting bitched at for not having enough bodybuilding content.
You guys gonna talk about bodybuilding, or are you just gonna bullshit the whole time? It's like, well,
how much testosterone do I need?
Whatever we want, actually.
Even though you spent half the time talking about Reddit anyway.
Literally spent half the time talking about drugs. Like it doesn't get much more bodybuilding than that.
Well, we got another lab shut down though. Research chems. We got
research chems, amino asylum. Yeah.
Allegedly, research.
There's another small one they said got
FDA shutdown. That's what they're saying.
Was it?
It wasn't an FDA shutdown, but the timing. I don't know.
I heard some other ones saying they were getting audited and not to worry, but I wonder if they're just trying to move fucking stock before they get popped. Honestly,
I think so.
I mean, why wouldn't you? To be honest.
Yeah, you don't want a bunch of inventory you can't fucking sell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I honestly think that like a lot of it is just threats, because we've seen this so many times before, and it's always, even when it does happen, like we've seen like people get fucking taken down. A lot of times nothing actually happens. Like they basically just walk away from the incident and then start another company.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I always kind of take this stuff with a grain of salt. I'm still getting paid.
Well, you notice the difference between that one and then, like, I don't know if you've been to Juice Pal's website. I wouldn't want to go there anyway. But they have, like, a straight up, like, government message when you go to the website. Like, they seize the domain and all that. Like, that's when you know they're actually fucked.
Yeah. That's when you got to be careful when that shit happens. You got to make sure your convos are tight. You got fucking encryption.
Well, the Juice Pal guy, he sold for like 20 years, but he made the mistake of coming. He's from the UK. As soon as he touched foot down on U.S. soil, they were waiting for him because he had a flight there. I think it was like at the Olympia or something one year. It was a couple years ago. And as soon as he touched down, they arrested him on the spot.
That was like my favorite source ever, too. That fucking sucked.
Juice Pal.
Yeah, I love that guy. Such a great fucking plug. Honestly, like I always loved his gear. It was just felt like that was the only legit place to get it from. Back when I was new.
I always knew they were mentioned on like earbuds and stuff. I just never used them. But I remember one day going to the site and I saw the government message. I was like, oh, we're going to get off the...
Back.
Yeah, you're like, oh, fuck. Is the VPN on? Fuck.
That's up there with my... my one PlayStation account, we were fucking with people, like trolling them. We made ISIS accounts. We were on the chat, just being dickheads. And then, like a couple weeks later, they had that big crackdown where they found the guy who was like using the PlayStation to communicate like some plans for ISIS or some shit. So we were scared. We haven't logged into those accounts since, but we were just fucking with people. But they got like Department of Homeland Security and shit on them and all that. We're like, yeah, we're not logging into those anymore.
Yeah, no, that's just tight. One thing I have noticed, I don't know if you guys have picked up on this, but like Chinese retatrutide has been like a lot less effective in general for people. I've seen this with like a handful of not more than a handful, a lot of my clients, where it's like the most recent shipments of GLPs and specifically retatrutide seem to do nothing. Like I would normally take 2 milligrams and be totally fine. I can take 10 milligrams and be like still hungry, super weird shit. And I hear that happening everywhere. And I'm just wondering, like, maybe maybe they're boofing it with something else, or there's some supply chain issues or something. But I don't know if you guys have picked up on this. I don't know if you guys are using retatrutide right now, but
I am right now.
Well, I've always used it. Yeah, I've always been between 4 to 6. I mean, I do notice it slows down my digestion because my hernia has fucking problems if I go above that. Like, I've had to push it in before.
Yeah.
So I know it does slow down my digestion at least. But, I mean, that was... See, right now I'm doing the 5 milligram vials. I just ordered a 15 and got it, but I haven't tried that one yet. But I had a client bitching that it didn't do anything, but he abuses GLP-1s to like, he was taking 30 milligrams of TERS at one point. I'm kind of like, I think you just abused them so much you don't feel it anymore.
What I've heard is that the appetite suppression from Retta is weaker than like TERS or
I would say,
semaglutide.
yeah.
So like if you've been taking a lot of TERS and then you think you're just gonna switch over to Retta, you're probably gonna be disappointed. Like the actual fat loss is probably gonna be better, but the hunger suppression, like the thing that people feel is what they're looking for the most. So they're just gonna be a little upset about that. I've noticed that
I did my
I've built up
injection
a tolerance
today.
super quick. Because I started off on half a milligram, and that was a few weeks ago, and I'm already up to 2.5 to get the same effect. So, I build up tolerances to things pretty rapidly, though it seems.
Yeah, I was pretty ravenous earlier, but I did my injection of that and the Melanotan right before I went and got the dog, and like right around then I was really hungry, but I haven't even thought about food since then. So I think it just doesn't think of it. Really is all I
Melanotan
feel.
works extremely well. I mean, it doesn't work because I'm not hungry. It just makes me feel like shit, so I don't want to eat anything. That's like kind of counterintuitive, but works just the same. Like, fuck me, dude. But I do agree. Like, when I was in Paraguay, you could just buy like over-the-counter Ozempic, and it was like night and day difference in terms of appetite, like almost instantaneous, like within a couple of hours appetite suppression from retatrutide. So I don't know if it's like the Chinese shit or everyone's just taking it. You know, we've all been taking it for a while. Yeah, it's just like now we're kind of just dead to it. I don't know.
Yeah, 'cause Sam in the chat said he's still kicking on 1 milligram. So, and let's be honest, it's pretty much all from China.
Yeah, it's all coming from China, right?
Yeah,
that's the thing. Which is what. But what sucks is like there's different batches, and so you never know like. Maybe they fucked up one batch and just sent that bitch out and you just got all that fucking batch. Or maybe, you know, it's like so variable, which is what I hate.
Because they don't test every single batch. They'll give you the clean batch that they fucking sent the test off for, but...
Yeah. The test results...
And I wouldn't expect them to either, because how much they make. Like, they just pump that shit out.
So fucking much, yeah.
Dude, it's crazy.
With how cheap it is and how available it is, they gotta be making just fucking mountains of this shit.
Yeah, they gotta be... Some motherfucking Chinese dude's just fucking rubbing his hands together like, let's fucking go.
Because it's wildly popular right now. And, you know, you're not suffering the same effect that you're seeing with, like, Primo and Masteron right now.
Right.
And Retta is just as popular, maybe even more so now, because people that aren't on gear are taking it. So, and
Dude,
there's still
the biggest
a ready
customer,
supply, you know?
Yeah, the biggest customer is a fucking white 35-year-old female. You know, it's like that. Yeah. That is, you could charge those bitches just about anything for Retta, and they'll be like, "Fuck it, like give it to me." Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, the compounding pharmacies just fuck them. So when you tell them like how much it is, they're just like, "What?" I'm like,
yeah, they're paying like $600 a month for like a fucking shitty low dose.
It's
like
it's the same people going to the fucking like $500 a month TRT clinics.
Oh,
and they're like, diabolical. but they read my blood work. I'm like, no, I'll do it for $400.
Yeah,
like, send it over here, dude.
Like a 15-second glance, they're like, yeah, this looks good. So you probably add Anavar if you want for another $600 a month.
Well, they'll show me the blood work, and it's like LDL, HDL, trigs, test, and estrogen, and they're like, do you want some fucking nandrolone too, by the way?
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, like, you guys didn't even check any of the good markers. And you're just giving out fucking Anavar and nandrolone.
Your lipids look good, so I think nandrolone's the next step, you know?
I had a client who was paying $1,100 for glutathione from his clinic a month.
So diabolical.
$1,100 to feel like you got hit in the arm with a baseball bat.
Yeah, it's like.
And I'm like, bro, go to China, you get it for fucking $40. Like,
I got to make sure my liver's staying healthy on 125 milligrams of test a week.
Yeah, you need that absolute antioxidant status. Fucking so important.
Like, just drink a little bit of orange juice, you'll be all right, buddy.
Yeah. eat a handful of blueberries, you're fine.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it solves the issue. I don't know. I also noticed that Mastron is fucking out everywhere. Primobolan is.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's some weird.
One place I can get Mastron.
Yeah. Everyone can get Mastron.
Primo, I got a bunch of vials sent to me, but Primo's out in a lot of places too. I've noticed.
Yeah, Mast is a lot easier than Primo, but Primo's like gone. Or if they say they have Primo.
No, I've had the
you're getting
opposite. I can
masked.
find Primo, but I can't mass P. I can find mass E. Absolutely no. I've not found mass D in months. I have one guy who has it, but that's it.
I could probably help you out. I stopped taking it. So.
But there is yeah. Well, that was the other thing I was about to say. I started losing hair like crazy on mass, so I went back to Primo, and I haven't had a problem on it.
Yeah, I just switched to EQ.
But I know Colton has the opposite issue where he loses on Primo. So
Yeah.
Are you telling me there's independent variables?
Yeah. Isn't that the craziest thing?
no, it's my way or the highway. It's my way or the
So,
highway. You got to do it this
well,
way.
Scientifically, it says that you should be able to take this.
Yeah. On paper.
Saying P versions of the gear just means propionate, so it's the short ester.
Yeah.
You've only ever
Yeah,
ran
so you gotta
an
fucking
Ampades.
inject
Yeah, just use an Ampades. Running prop is kind of a pain
Prop
in the ass.
sucks.
Yeah.
The problem is just, it comes in such a low concentration, so if you really want to
It's like
inject
100
them,
mgs, yeah. You have to do a fucking CC every day.
Yeah, that's fucking
Yep.
sucks, dude. It's
Oh,
not fun at all.
that's the problem. That's why I don't like prop.
When I was working with like Blue Taylor as my coach, he would fucking, oh my god, bro, he would make me switch to Mastron at the end of preps, Mastron propionate,
Yeah.
and we were doing like 900 MIGs a fucking week, and I'm like, dude, like, can we just not do this? Like,
Yeah.
please, fuck this, dude.
Get to the point where the syringe you're using looks like one of the big metal movie ones.
Yeah, it's just like, fuck, you know.
I mean,
Get it
you
in
just have lumps everywhere from all the fucking oil sitting
Uh-huh.
there trying to take.
Dude, I switched to a 5cc, so I was like, fuck it, bro. 3cc is more.
Just get it done.
Yeah, just get that shit in there.
Push fucking 5 cc's of oil into some scar tissue.
Yeah.
I need a fucking hammer, dude.
Feels awesome. It's the best feeling ever. It's crazy as shit. You know, a lot of guys are obsessed with like moving to short esters at the end of prep. I'd never have anyone do that. Never fucking done it once with a person.
It's one of those things. Like, do you think that's
I
what's
can
gonna
see
be the
test
game changer
props.
for you?
I can see test prop because of the aromatization, the water retention, but anything else, like, I don't.
Or you
see
can
the
just
point.
fucking slam your estrogen into the ground.
Yeah, just take some
Yeah,
Letro.
well, I mean, you do it right.
Yeah.
It's all good. Letro. The perfect way to show up dry to a show, in my personal and honest opinion, is get as low of estradiol as you can for like 2 weeks, and then eat the same way you normally do, and then just pull like 1 liter of water the day before the show, and you're pretty much good to go. It's like how most people.
If anything,
Yeah.
have the test prop for after the show so you can get some aromatization going.
Yeah, exactly. So you're
Or
feeling
take some
humidity.
estrogen.
That and fucking tons of food. It's a way to gain 30 pounds in a weekend.
My ankles would be in dire fucking straits.
Got any good questions in the chat? I can't see the chat. I didn't know Colton has that.
No questions. They're free to ask questions.
I got nothing.
Yeah. Instead of bitching afterwards, because like I was telling Garrett in the comments, people would be like, "Oh, there's not enough bodybuilding questions." I'm like, you guys didn't fucking ask any. What do you want us to do? I did see Fuad got pretty fucked up on his bike though.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that post.
He says he says he's going to talk about it later or something. I just feel like it was probably more than likely his. Like most of the time when people crash on motorcycles, especially that kind of bike, it's user error or somebody hit you. I have a feeling it was probably user error because they were like out in the countryside or some shit. So I don't know. It's hard to say for sure, but it happens.
Yeah, it didn't look good. I mean, they were
I'm
saying
not being
that
a Road King, motherfucker.
because
Gets like 80
he's
tops.
having trouble using his hands.
Yeah. Let me see. I don't think he was wearing gear either, which is probably the biggest part of the fucking problem. I don't know why.
I kind of wonder if he hit his head or something, like a spinal cord thing, because they were saying he can't feel his feet or use his hands very well.
That's what I was thinking. I don't understand. Like I see these Harley dudes ride around all the time, and they don't wear shit. I'm like, dude, like literally, you crash at fucking 10 miles an hour. Like that's all it needs. Like you're chopped. It's fucking crazy. Like I don't know. I would never fucking do that shit. It's crazy. Yeah, the last video I got is him shaving his beard while he's crying.
Yeah. That was one last night.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for the guy, but fucking hell, dude. Wear your goddamn gear. I feel like there's something going on there. What about Liver King, eh? Holy
Yeah, that
shit!
was too.
Have you been keeping up with this?
You,
It's insane.
I just looked at it last night because John Bravo was posting. I didn't realize how fucking strung out that guy looks now. Looks like he's
Bro,
aged like 20
he's
years
been
in
in
this
a
year.
he's been in a K hole for probably like 6 weeks now. Like every fucking
Sam,
post is just
Yeah,
him looking drawn out as
right.
fuck.
Sam,
And
you're
just
looking at like
ranting about
unlimited
Joe
content
Rogan
like
and
30.
holding guns in his hands and shit.
It's fucking crazy. I just posted
And his
something.
wife just like goes along with it.
His whole family does. They're like feeding into it. Like
Yeah.
at one point, do you kind of just like try and reel him back? Like, are they scared of him? Why aren't they trying to reel him back in? He's clearly having some sort of like psychotic break. You know, that much is
And
obvious.
he has a cameraman that just fucking films it all, just does it all for him. Like,
Just tapped into it. Like, are you getting paid that well, my guy? Like, at what point do you have to like grow a little bit of a conscience here?
yeah.
How do you get ready for it? How does everything get ready?
Because like it seems like it's not a PR stunt. Because when you listen to him talking, he's very clearly like delusional. Like it's not. It doesn't make sense. They're not coherent sentences.
No, he's just saying random words like strung
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
That and his
And
eyes are all fucking weird too. Like one people's dilated, one's not. And he's like bear crawling and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
The vision.
he looks like 50, bro. And the kid,
He looks bad.
yeah, man. You gotta
well, isn't
really
he actually like 45?
no.
He looks like 60, dude.
He's in his 30s, dog. Like, homie's not that
Really?
old. Yeah,
There's zero.
But I mean, yeah, you can tell like even if you look at his, if you look at his face from like a year ago versus now, it's like everything's just sunken in and
hmm
completely different than what it was.
yeah. And oh no, I'm sorry, he's 45. Correction.
I was thinking meth too, Sam.
Yeah, it's gotta be like meth. I think it's like I don't know. I was talking to John Bravo, and he says that he's got the insider scoop because of he has a friend that was on his like PR team or something. But he was saying that he's on some hardcore shit. He just didn't say what. But I think it's like, yeah, I don't know,
I
dude.
kept hearing Kratom too was one of them.
I don't know how you fuck that up. Like, I really don't. Like, you literally have a dream life, and then you start posting shit like this. Like, what the fuck?
Even post scandal too. Like it didn't
Yeah.
really seem like it affected him monetarily. Like nobody gave a shit. The people that bought his products were still gonna buy
He's
them.
live right now. He just got out of jail.
Since yesterday,
Is
Wow.
he still ranting about Joe Rogan?
Yep.
the day before.
He's saying yesterday, I haven't eaten anything.
Left Houston is when I had my last bite of meat, and then
He's playing fucking some kind of.
Did Rogan actually say something about him? Like, why does this? I couldn't find why it started. I went through a bunch of his videos,
No.
but
Motherfucker said nothing.
Rogan's talked about him on his podcast before, but like a while ago.
Yeah, like he'll mention him in passing, but it's like nothing serious, you know?
Well, yeah, like the guest will bring it up and he'll be like, "Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that guy's weird," kind of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
well, I
Exactly. It's so funny, dude. It's like this guy just like unprompted fucking goes to Austin, Texas, and is just like, which one is Houston? Just like fucking tries to find the guy. It's like, why, dude? What are you getting out of this?
Yeah, I remember him asking Derek more plays, more dates, like what he's on, if he knew what he was
Yeah.
on.
well, Steve
Yeah.
kind of leaked that to him.
Okay, so they did have like a whole section on it.
Yeah.
That was
But
a
this is
while ago.
yeah.
That was
That was a
yeah. That
long-
was
That's
not,
long. That's like
that was not recent.
2021 or something like that.
Yeah.
Nah.
Is that like what he's blaming his downfall on?
I don't know, dude.
It's strange.
I mean, he's got 2 million followers. The PR stunt worked. He has all kinds of passive income. There's no fucking way that he's doing that bad.
If it's a PR stunt, he's an incredible actor.
Yeah, he really is, dude, with his fucked up face and
Oh.
deranged.
Well, they all thought Connor Murphy. They weren't sure if his was a PR stunt or not, and ended up people get killed. So
Yeah, that's true. You can't help but ask that question because it's like, who's doing this shit, dude? Like, I would not in my right mind have ever done anything like this ever. You know, it's like, what the fuck what is in these people's minds, dude? It's crazy.
well, then that what was he like? There was that guy who he was on Derek's podcast. He did psychedelics. It was one of Derek's first podcasts, actually.
Oh,
That guy fucking crashed out super hard too right after that.
yeah.
His whole family left him and shit.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I just can't remember his fucking name. But
He
yeah,
just started doing TRT, and then he went on during his podcast to talk about doing TRT instead of just psychedelics, and then he just fucking crashed the fuck out.
it's fucking crazy, dude. These kids, I don't know what's wrong with these cats, but once they get big on social media, it seems like they just become delusional idiots. Like
Yeah.
true delusional fucking people.
Like vegan games.
Yeah, dude. What is with it? It's like such a common trend. It's like you get like some. Well, I think what happens is people become an authority figure, and then it kind of gets to their head, and then it turns into like it morphs into this. I don't know, almost like a god concept in their mind, or
God complex. Yeah.
yeah, where they just feel like they can say whatever, do whatever, and it's like inconsequential, and so they start just doing more stupid shit. It's weird. I don't know. It's fucking
Then they
weird.
have access to whatever drugs and shit they want, enough money to afford it, so they can just
Yeah.
start dabbling in it.
I mean, look, dude, I made this past month in YouTube, I made over 5 grand just in ad revenue. And my channel is extremely small. So if you think about guys who are getting like real viral videos and doing extremely well, like they're making some fucking money, dude. You slap a sponsorship on top of that, yeah, they got way too much money. Then it's like great example, the Trend Twins, right? It's like they both bought fucking demon red eye Hellcats, like for no fucking reason. You know, it's like no one should have that. And then a Gixxer 1000 and crashes. It's like I don't think so, bro. It's not.
Crashed it like instantly.
Yeah,
Well,
literally
that's
2 days later. It's like fuck me, dude.
what's funny is they can't even get a video like monetized on YouTube. They always get demonetized right away.
Yeah,
I'm like just so frustrated by it.
it's fucking crazy. Yeah,
I didn't
mean,
realize these lives count towards your watch time. Like now that I realize that, I'm happy you made me do them on my channel because I mean, I've been grinding away, plugging videos left and right, and I was a little over like halfway to getting monetized, but I kind of slowed down because I had other shit. I'm like, I'm just pissing money away on YouTube at this point. But now that things are boosting the watch time a bit, I'm like, okay, I can easily get there now. Like that's
yeah.
actually a big help.
You just need like
I thought they
literally
wouldn't count.
one. You need one video in the algorithm. That's it. Like that's it.
Well, I had my Wes Watson one last month that popped off and got like 600 watch hours or something like that, but that's like few and far between you get those big ones
Mhm.
until you start really ramping up.
Like if you can get one video at 20K, you're almost set in terms of watch time. It's like basically
Yeah.
I need. I don't know. I just kind of I've niched myself into. Me and John Bravo were actually talking about this today, and it's the reason that he like moved out of fitness, and it's because he felt like too niched in it. So he started talking about other shit, and I'm in that same boat because I'm like everyone knows me talking about fucking women and PED protocols, which is great because I think it's a big area that needs to be discussed. But it's also like I want to talk about more, you know. But every time I post a video about anything other than a female who's completely obliterated herself with astronomical doses of steroids, I get like no views. So it's like,
Yeah, I feel that.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
If I'm just not shitting.
That's kind of like what mine is. If I use
5,000
like I don't want to just make
Instagram.
Wes Watson videos over and over again, but they perform way better than all the other videos, and I'm like,
Yeah, well, I mean, fuck, John Bravo rode that to success. It's his
oh
shit's
yeah, that's what Bubba did it to an extreme. He's still doing it.
He's still doing it, yeah. I mean, those guys just target alpha male grifters now, and they do really well. I think it's just like niche your content down, and you're. I truly think that's the tough part. It's like you have to niche it down, and then once you've kind of mastered the pond or puddle, if you will, then you can like move out to the pond and start doing a little bit more experimental shit. And you know, because when I don't know if you guys know like Penguin Zero or Charlie, but he started doing like just simple walkthroughs, voiceovers only on games, and then it moved to doing like completely different shit, and then it moved to like real IRL vlogs of him like food testing and shit and doing food reviews, and then before you know it, he has like a warehouse and they're doing like crazy music videos. It's just like all sorts of random shit. Has his own wrestling federation now. It's like dude's just like way out
You kind
there.
of just have to like niche yourself down and start there until you have like a
Yeah.
dedicated fan base that just fucks with you,
Yeah.
and then you can start going.
Yep.
But
Exactly.
Sam asked, "What's the craziest gear cycle you've seen a female take?"
Dude, I have seen some.
Probably the one that Colton
Probably some
prescribed to that
fucking
one girl,
gnarly
right?
shit.
Yeah, exactly. My death cycle. Yeah. I would say I know, I have seen a girl, me and Paul, not interviewed, but we're talking to a girl who was running over 600 milligrams of Primavol in a week. And that was just Primavol. And so she was also saying that she was taking orals too. She just didn't really clarify what. But I mean, this is an IFBB Pro, but she was like, I mean, she was fucking blasted, dude. I was like, holy shit, bro. It's crazy. And testosterone. And testosterone on top of that. It's like, you might as well be a fucking male. It's ridiculous. I never really, like, I love bodybuilding, but I think women's bodybuilding should stop at, like, physique level. Like, I think it shouldn't really go beyond that. Because, I don't know, dude. Just when you get up to, like, figure and bodybuilding and shit, it's just like, dude, these women are straight up just fucking not males anymore. Yeah. And it, like, kudos if that's what you want, but I have a feeling, like, if you really sat these girls down and talked to them and, like, put them in normal society, pulled them out of the gym, pulled them out of their, like, friend group, stopped them from talking to their coach, and just put them in, like, a room, like a fucking McDonald's, and just had them sit there all day, like, work customer service, they'd be like, yeah, this is a bad idea. You know, it's like, that's so good.
Especially when they get to like 50, like when they're out of their prime, they retire and everything. Then it's like that's all you had, and you're kind of
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
either gotta get smaller or just turn into a dude completely. Like
That's the shit I always think about. I'm like, man, what happens when you're a fucking grandma and you got to take
Yeah.
care of your grandkids, and then everyone's like, what's wrong with grandma? Like, you know, I don't want to be that motherfucker. Like, I don't want to. I don't know.
You've
know.
got to have an exit strategy.
Yeah.
The plan can't just be more, right? It can't
Yeah.
just be like,
Yeah.
well, how big do you want to get? Bigger, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's okay for
Yeah.
guys, right? Typically, unless you get super carried away and just fuck your heart or liver or kidneys or whatever.
Right.
'Cause, you know, I can't turn into a dude. I already am one. You know?
Right, exactly.
But
Like the
for women
permanent effects
specifically-
for men are oftentimes so less invasive, whereas
I have some hair on my back now.
yeah, like I have fucking, you know, like I have a receding hairline right here that we talked about last time. You know, it's like, oh,
Right.
big whoop.
Oops.
But that's like the extent of it. Now it's, you know, women are just like, yeah, I don't even know, bro. Even the mild effects, I'm sometimes like, was that worth it? You know, like I don't
Right.
know. You,
Well,
yeah, the
sometimes-
voice is the one who I just
Sometimes
named.
the voice drops instantly, and then
instantly.
it's gone.
Yeah, like I have. Oh my God, dude! I know, I know this one girl who did back when I worked out at Destination Dallas. She started a Anavar cycle, and she was working with one of the coaches there, or whatever. But they were doing 10 mgs a day, and literally within like 3 weeks, I was like,
Ten's crazy.
damn, like her shit was like. She's like, oh, I got a cold. I'm like, no, you fucking don't. Like that shit ain't a cold. I'm sorry. Oh, dude, it's so diabolical.
Yeah, we'll just start at
That always
4
throws me
times
for a
higher
loop,
than
too,
you
like,
should,
it-
and do that every day.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck.
I've literally matched some of those girls on dating apps, and then like you know they're pretty hot and everything, and then you talk to them one time, and it's like, yo, what's up? I'm like, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's
Like,
such a
I'm not
turn
expecting
off,
that.
dude. Such a turn off. When they laugh, that's the most. That's like the shit that keeps me away. Yeah, it's like, dude, I can't. You know,
Like the fucking executioner from Shrek.
yeah, exactly. Like I'm into rice bunnies and shit, dude. What is this fucking Gertha coming at me for? It's crazy. Can't do that.
What really sucks for them is they're constantly exposed to the chicks that like don't get the side effects.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing.
It's like you're not gonna end up like her.
Hmm.
Like it's gonna change your face, it's gonna change your voice. You're gonna grow fucking hair, get acne. Like you're not gonna end up like the 1 out of a billion girl that you see
Right.
online. For guys,
Right.
it's like you might not get the gains that you're looking for. You're not gonna respond like that. But like as far as permanent side effects, like again, like maybe some hair loss.
Right. Yep.
And maybe you don't need Plan B anymore.
Yeah, true.
Right.
It's a
It's
huge
not gonna
part.
make my fucking clit bigger. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like I'm good.
I wish it did. Fucking
Right.
hell, bro. Come on.
Didn't Todd post something about like it should grow your dick or something? I remember him saying
Yeah.
something about that. Like he
I
was
mean,
talking about how the clit gets bigger because it's actually technically the same tissue as a penis, so technically you could grow your penis too. And he was going off on some tangent about
yeah.
it.
I mean,
Well, nobody's ever
theoretically,
gonna fund the research, so
yeah. Cool if they did.
anecdotally, I feel like it does for sure. But
I think so too.
it
I
could
feel
just
like
be a
when I
confidence
added,
thing too. I don't know.
I feel like when I added growth hormone on top of high androgens, that's when some shit really. And Cialis. So I'm getting like fucking
Yeah.
boners every night while I'm sleeping. It's just like hypertrophy, just doing reps in bed, you know?
Add some melanotan to that too. It's just
Yeah.
like
Just like training
repetition.
that motherfucker like crazy, bro. Maximizing that shit out. It's crazy.
Dick man.
Yeah, it's like how many times can I get an erection overnight? I'm gonna double up on the Cialis, 15 I use of growth. We're gonna call it good. It's great.
Well, it's like you're fucking. You just upped the test. You're on Cialis, and then you wake up with a fucking new hole in your mattress. You're like, oh,
Yeah. Like, what
this
the
shit's
fuck?
fucking. This shit's
What
powerful.
hurts right now? Like, why am I fucking crazy? But and then fucking pissing becomes a challenge. That sucks, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
no.
gotta sit down to pee.
Yeah.
Oh, you're like
Split
standing there
time.
with you're doing like the splits with your hips back. Just trying to get this
You're
shit
like
to work.
standing over that shit. And
Yeah.
you're like dropping bombs on it. You're like, what the fuck is going on, dude? This is crazy. It's wild.
I gotta get a fucking urinal.
Seriously. Some nights I'm just like, fuck, bro. I know I pissed on the floor pretty good. Just gonna do that. That shit
Well,
up
you
later.
wake up. It's like fucking 2:45.
Yeah,
You
you're
know?
just
That's
like,
why I just sit down and piss if I got the boner, dude. I'm not
Like,
sitting there
I don't know
just
if I
pointing
pissed on
down.
the floor or not, but I'll figure it out later.
yeah, like I'll
And then
figure it out, dude.
Then you come in when you actually wake up. You're like, ah, fuck.
Yeah, you're like, fuck, this thing's gross, dude. God damn it. You ever clean this up before anyone sees? Real shit, dude.
All right, I gotta
Especially
get
right
going,
now,
guys. I got
Ron.
a call here.
All right, bro.
I'll see you guys.
Hope you make a sale. I'll talk to you later.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. It's nice to hear you have calls.
Yeah.
I don't have any right now. I started running ads, and since I run ads, I've had zero but calls. It's fucking crazy. And like, it just gave me a slew of like gay guys and OnlyFans girls, and that's fucking it. I don't know why it targets those demographics specifically,
Sounds about
but
right. I mean, I've been having that same issue. I started ads again as well, but I'm only putting like $10 into it. But I'm actually churning out like pretty good results just from $10 a day. And it's still like the quality is just so shit. It's always
horrible.
just terrible. Like it's like, dude, 1 out of fucking 50 people might actually be a real person that's actually interested, but
Yeah.
rarely, and I mean rarely, is it someone that's like worth talking to, and that's kind of what sucks. I find
Yeah, I
it's
get a lot of like the anime accounts and the like even like 15-year-olds and shit. And I'm like, it's at
Mhm.
25 plus. Why is it still targeting fucking 15-year-olds? Like,
Yeah, dude. I feel like Meta does nothing to improve their ads.
no.
It's shit, which sucks because it's like, dude, I've spent a total of $32,000 on Meta ads in my entire lifetime. It's like I wish I could just take that money back because I am probably no better off having spent that money.
I mean, I've definitely gotten people from them. Don't get me wrong, but like even this month, I was pacing three. I was thinking 3,000 a month. I could do like so $100 a day, and I mean, I've ran them since the 12th, so I probably spent around close to like 2 grand, and I've had zero but calls from them. And actually, before that, I mean, we had like I think we had 19 in the first fucking 12, 13 days, and then like nothing since. So I'm
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
yeah, I don't know. I think it's so much more worth it if you can get people organically interested. That's
Yeah.
where that's where I think people are just normal who find you organically, where people who click ads probably aren't the most normal people. I don't know,
Yeah.
from my perspective.
Yeah, it's hit and miss. I mean, I might start working with Frank there, that Lindsay and Mendoza and all them use a little bit. I'm gonna talk to him after this actually about it. And
Did I?
well, internet. It's probably my end. Maybe it's your end. I don't know. It
Here?
says reconnecting. Okay. Yeah, thankfully, Frank is about a third of the cost of our old business coach. So, oh well, I guess we'll wrap up then. That's just me now. All right, peace out, guys.